What's good, y'all? Today we talking about the top 10 best corn stars ever. Now, first things first, I want to give a shout out to Devontae Yaps. You know what I mean? Follow him, put his name right there. Follow the nigga, he wild funny. Shout out to him and the whole GSPN. You know what I mean? If you know, you know. But this one right here is for my brothers of culture. You know what I mean? Pause. But without further ado, let's get into it. But real quick, we got two honorable mentions. The first one being Delata Brown. She's definitely part of that BBW category. She's very underrated, very forgotten at times, but she's definitely one of them ones when it comes down to it. Honorable mention number two, we got Gianna Michaels. Now, I'm not really a big fan of Gianna Michaels, me per se, but she's definitely a legend. She's been around for a long time, you know what I mean? But she's not as good as everybody likes to think she is. Now, would I say she's a GOAT? Not at all. But she's definitely one of them ones when it comes down to doing her thing. Now, at number 10, we got Miss Cleo. Miss Cleo is definitely an underrated gem, you know what I mean? Like, she's not all that, but she's definitely one of them ones. She's a primetime player, if you will. Cheeks is crazy, you know what I mean? She alright, but she definitely gives me Cherokee vibes with like a hint of like jerk seasoning, if you will, pause. But yeah, Miss Cleo's one of them ones. And with number 9, we got Sarah J. Now, I know she's kind of a butterface and all that, we know, but you cannot front. In her prime, she was definitely putting up Kareem Abdul-Jabbar numbers. I ain't gonna front. She was one of them ones at one point, you feel me? She was doing her thing. And of course, we know she got some work done, you know what I mean, and all that. But the body's cool. It's cool. You feel me? So Sarah J definitely deserved to be in the top 10. Is she like the GOAT? Nah. But she definitely deserves to be on the list, in my opinion. Number 8, we got Michelle Tucker. Now, some of y'all niggas may not know who Michelle Tucker is because she was really like, her run was real brief. But she was fucking heat. I'm not even gonna hold you. Body was fucking fire, you know what I mean? She's more like of a slimmer joint, but the ass was fucking crazy, you know what I mean? She had this on her ass. She had the motherland on her ass. If you know, you know. She was heat. Heat. Now, her place on the list is a little bit lower simply because her run was a little bit too brief. You know what I mean? She could have been a legend. She could have been one of them ones. She definitely left in the middle of her prime on some Barry Sanders shit. You know what I mean? She was definitely putting up Barry Sanders numbers for a short amount of time. Just said, fucking, I'm out. And that's cool, you know what I mean? You want to elevate, you want to, you know what I mean, shoot for the stars. That's all good, you feel me? But when it comes down to all the corn stars, she was definitely one of the ones because she had a face card too. And not a lot of them have that, you feel me? So that really puts her up there in that conversation. But because her run was too short, she can't be considered a GOAT. But I do fuck with Michelle Tucker. If you don't know, do your research. When number 7, we got Carmen Hayes. Now, Carmen Hayes definitely gives me Aunt Wanda vibes from Bernie Mac. Like, if Aunt Wanda was out here doing that type of shit, she would look like Carmen Hayes. You feel me? That's the vibe that she gives me. Now, Carmen Hayes is like more so on the BBW side. She was kind of like, you know, back and forth because she wasn't all that big. Then she gained weight and all that. But if you know, you know. I ain't gonna hold you. Carmen Hayes is definitely an elite talent, but she's not all the way up there for me. You feel me? She's definitely top 10 though. If you know, you know. Now, at number 6, we got Pinky. Now, Pinky is definitely one of them ones, but she didn't really do it for me, you know what I mean? And on top of that, she's definitely like a top 10 caliber player, you know what I mean? She's a primetime player, but she's not top 5, top 3. She's just not that for me, you know what I mean? Now, she did contribute a lot to the game, you feel me? She definitely had nights where she threw up some Kobe and Shaq numbers and shit like that. She had some good scenes, you feel me? But she just wasn't all that for me. And then after a while, she had that little scared and she kind of fell off, you know what I mean? If you know, you know. But yeah. She ain't really do it for me like that, but she definitely deserves to be part of that conversation. She's one of the legends, you feel me? Top 10. Number 5, we got Janice Jackman. And hear me out. She's here because she paved the way for sure. Like, she definitely paved the way for the joints that we were just talking about, the ones we about to talk about, and the ones that's here in the fucking game today. You know what I mean? Like, she definitely paved the way. She gives me Bill Russell vibes, if you will. You feel me? She paved the way. And she has some elite scenes. She has some times where she definitely put up some real good numbers. You know what I mean? So, if you don't know, if you're not familiar with her, you need to go do your Googles, do your research, my nigga, because I'm putting y'all niggas on. Thank me later. Number 4, we got Cherokee Diaz. Now, I ain't going to hold you. Cherokee's definitely one of the ones. She's one of them types that you put in the GOAT conversation. Like, she could be considered one of the GOATs. She's a pioneer in the game, for real, you know what I mean? She gives me that vibe. Like, she was really putting up them Kobe and Shaq numbers at one point in her prime. Now, eventually, she did end up falling off, and, you know what I mean, her numbers wasn't as good anymore, and that's cool, you know what I mean? She's past her prime. And the face card wasn't really all that for me either, but the ass is crazy. It's in her fucking name, you know what I mean? The cheeks was wild. And on top of that, she was low-key, like, the poster, like the face of this type of shit, you feel me? She was the face of the game at one point, because there was no way you wasn't seeing, like, if your pops had the official DVDs, you know what I mean? If you know, you know. You go find shit under his bed or at the top of the closet, and he thinking you can't find it and all that. You seen them covers, nigga. You seen Cherokee on the front, nigga. Something, nigga. You seen Cherokee on there, bro. Pause. Y'all niggas know what it is. So we not going to front, especially if you a man of culture, you know what I mean? We not going to front like Cherokee was not the face of that shit at one point. So she's in the GOAT conversation, but for me, she's not number one. That's why we put her at number 4. Number 3, we got an underrated one, but no doubt she's a fucking GOAT. She's one of them ones. We got Beauty Dior. A lot of motherfuckers forget about Beauty Dior. She put a lot of work in, B. She was one of the ones that helped propel the team to victory type. You know what I mean? She gives me that vibe. She's one of the ones. And on top of that, she's one of the darker joints with the crazy ass. Like, come on, the cheeks was wild. You can't front. The cheeks was wild. And I ain't gonna lie, she was on Wesley Pipes level, Paul. She talk her shit. So I gotta give her extra points for that. You feel me? She is definitely a top 3 participant, you know what I mean, when it comes to the game. She's a primetime player for sure. Now, did she fall off? Yeah, here and then she fell over there. She brought herself back, you feel me? And she know we know she got some work done and all that, but the work actually looks good. It don't look bad, you feel me? She's not looking like fucked up and washed up, you know what I mean? It's like she kind of chilling. So I gotta give her credit for that. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. If Beauty is not in your top 10, you wildin'. Number 2, we got another underrated gem, more on the slimmer persuasion, you know what I mean? She a little light-skinned joint, red bone. We got Melrose Fox. A lot of motherfuckers be forgetting about Melrose. She put in a lot of fucking work. And to this day, she's still going, you know what I mean? Even after her prime, she's still making moves, you feel me? She's still putting up some good fucking numbers. So, off the strength of that, and the face card is good. She's not an ugly joint, too. The face card is there, you feel me? You know what I mean? She's a little slimmer, on the slimmer side, but the face card is there. So we cannot take that away from her. So just off the strength that she had a lot of good scenes, you feel me? Like, you can't take that. You got to give her credit, bro. So we got my nigga Melrose Fox at number 2. She definitely one of them fucking ones. If you don't know, do your research, do your Google, because she definitely deserves to be part of the top 10. She may not be in everybody's top 3, but she's in mine. Well, number 1, the GOAT of the shit to me, Sky Black. A lot of niggas be forgetting about Sky, bro. Sky was literally neck and neck pause with Cherokee, bro. Like, they was right there. It was her, Cherokee, Pinky, and them. She was making the moves. Sky Black was always one of the underrated joints that people forgot about. She definitely was good when she was slim. Then when she gained all the weight and ended up being a BB dub, she was heat, you feel what I mean? Like, she put in a lot of fucking work. Like, to me, she wasn't even putting up Shaq and Kobe numbers. She was putting up Michael Jordan numbers, in my opinion. She edged Cherokee by a little bit. And then on top of that, the face card was good, you feel me? Like, come on, you can't front. She definitely gave you that, you know what I mean, that freaky type vibe, you know what I mean? Titties on point, the ass was crazy, the cheeks was there, you know what I mean? The cheeks was wild, you know what I mean? Y'all niggas already know. So I gotta give her that number 1. I gotta let her be the GOAT on this one, you feel me? To me, she's a GOAT when it comes down to this shit. When it's corn shit, she was in the corn field, nigga, really making these moves, you feel me? She's a top tier, you know what I mean, Michael Jordan level type player when it comes down to this shit. She's prime time, nigga. Now, I know a few motherfuckers, yo, wear Lacey Duval. Wasn't really a fan. I know niggas with yo, wear Jada Fire. I can't really jack Jada Fire. Her moan blew mine. I ain't gonna front. That shit was wild annoying. I just wasn't fucking with it. Titties was heat, though, even though we know they was done. But other than that, she just wasn't nothing else to look at, bro. I wasn't jacking her for real. But yeah, man, that's my list. That's my top 10. Y'all niggas let me know if y'all agree, disagree. Y'all can give me y'all top 10 in the comments if y'all want. It is what it is. But make sure y'all follow Devontae Yachts, because he definitely, you know what I mean, he's a student of the game, if you will. You know what I mean? Bro's a brother of culture. You feel me? I fuck with bro. Nigga wild funny, B. So yeah, follow that nigga, you know what I mean? Give him his, you know what I mean, his just do his credit and all that. Yeah, so other than that, we out.